Hey, what's up, guys? No, it's only been like 24 minutes going live, so I guess I'll wait for some folks to actually join here. Sorry, I'm gonna be drinking some water. I'm very thirsty today, so it's one of those things, right? Check some stuff out here real quick while I got you guys there. Why is this not passing over to that side? Nice. All right. Let's see. This thing hasn't even gone out yet. Oh, finally. Okay. All right. Let's give it a couple of minutes, see if anybody else gets on. Let's see who's on. So get some stuff set up over here. Hey, what's going on, Sherry? What's up, man? Thanks for joining on, man. I know this was impromptu. I kind of had a schedule for 1 p.m. today, but something came up. Hey, Matt. Thank you for joining, guys. And something came up, with the family and work, to be honest with you. And I actually had to cancel the 1 p.m. So I'm only 34 minutes late to the original schedule. But I wanted to kind of stream and kind of show you guys the tech center is actually ready to go. So, hey, Serger, how's it going, man? And I figure out we get that done so as well. So, talk about the tech center, talk about the upcoming PvP. So, got to get some images here ready for you guys as well, so I can have it ready to show you guys kind of how we're gonna do PvP as well. So, just some of the things that we're gonna be coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited for that. So definitely gonna be good stuff, man, coming down the pipe for sure. So I make sure that I have that ready there to show you guys. Let's move that over here actually. But yeah, man, thank you all for joining, man, and being part of this stream real quick. So yeah, obviously we're gonna give up some boxes as well. So I'm gonna go. I think I have 3 minted boxes. I'm gonna mint a couple of more so that we can give out some of those mythic boxes. I'm hoping that this stream will be it, where we actually open up, that mythic kick, and who's gonna be the lucky person to actually do that. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's go. Let me go mint some boxes real quick. So Sherry's about to sleep. Just show your message of stream. Thanks, Sherry. I know, man. I know that we do these things not at the the best timing for you, right? We always keeping you up or waking you up extra early, man, on your days off. What is it? Where you at? Is it Saturday already? Or what is it? Friday night for you? Or what is it? Maybe like 1 o'clock a.m. for you or something like that on Saturday? What day is it where you at, Sherry? Oh, I gotta do this too. I gotta edit this image here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna share some stuff with you guys. Yeah, Saturday started early. Already started already. Oh man. Yeah, I know. So it's only 1:36 p.m. for me here on the West Coast. So 2:30 a.m. for you. All right. So now I know that you are 13 hours ahead of me then. All right, I'm gonna try to keep that in mind, Sherry. It's kind of gonna be hard though. It's gonna be hard. 13-hour difference is a big difference, man. Big difference. All right, let me go mint this boxes real quick, and then we get started on the talking about the tech center. Maybe we talk about PvP first, and then showcase the tech center. I'll try to make it a quick stream. It's not going to be a full hour, but I'm gonna, you know what, 951 boxes, mythic boxes already minted. I'm gonna mint 9. Are we gonna give away all 9? I still have 3 in my wallet, so we might give away 12. So those of you that are here might be lucky ones. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. We'll take a look. We'll take a look here real quick. Very nice. Let me download something here real quick. That doesn't look very nice. Is it render, he says? He says so. All right, man. So any questions from you guys before I get started talking about PvP? Any questions about what's going on about next week, right? We have that I know it's going to be a tough competition, man, with Noble. Noble has done this before. They're the expert in the wax community, I guess, on the NFT World Cup. But we're going to give Creati a run for his money, right? Let me not challenge that, because then it'll be worse for us. Let me not make that challenge. No, but it should be fun, man. It should be fun for all of us representing wax. So it should be good. It should be really good. Really good, actually. So definitely looking forward to that. So I know we don't have a lot of folks, but hey, folks can catch this later on different streams. So so let me share with you guys one image really fast, so I can show you guys kind of how the PvP is going to look like. Well, one of the screens that the PvP is going to look like. Not necessarily that's going to be the all and be all, but that's the concept art that we have right now, that we are going to be going designing towards the PvP. So let me know when you guys the browsers can access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me right now? So you guys can't see that screen at all, can you? Sherry says, I'm confused which side I should play. Hey man, go with your heart, man. I know that you're mod for both. It's okay, man. Honestly, I'm doing more of this to expose the community to everybody that's on the competition. Obviously, nobody gets into anything to lose, right? Everybody actually want to do stuff to actually win, right? So I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I don't want to win, but at the same time, it's not something that it's gonna make or break the fun time in there, right? So it is what it is. I just want us to, for other reasons, not letting me share the screen on the PvP, man. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know what's going on with that. Give me one quick second here. Let me see if I can move this over here instead, because it's not letting me share this screen right here with you guys. So it makes absolutely no sense why it's doing this to me right now. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can do it this way. If I did the entire screen, maybe like this it'll work. So let's see. Where did you go? Where did you go? All right, let me know if you guys can see the screen now. See if you guys can see the PvP screen now. Let me know if that works. Can you guys see that screen that has the 2 logos? Nope, still can't see anything. Browser can access your screen. Why is it doing that? Okay, all right. So I'll post the image on the Discord for you guys to see. That's fine. Let's talk over the text. We could talk about the PvP a little bit. And then we'll go over the tech center anyway. So for the PvP, the PvP is kind of going to be part of the tech center as well, the tech center technology. So you're going to have to open up a PvP wing on the tech center. And the on there, obviously at level 1, if the tech center is level 1, you will only be able to do sabotage, which is only like a one turn attack on the opponent. When your tech center is level 2, you'll be able to do ambushes, which is the amount of turns that it takes for you to resolve the battle and declare a winner is going to be based on the number of the island, right? So obviously on island 2, it's going to be 2 rounds. Island 1 is only 1 round. Maybe we do it 2 rounds, just default for island 1 as well. Island 3 is going to be 3 rounds. Island 4, and so forth, right? So you get to island 8 with more troops, you're going to play 8 different rounds. So let's say, for example, right, I have a convoy out there on PvP, and Sherry, you only have a tech center level 1, and you decide to do a sabotage on my convoy. So each convoy is going to have something called CS, which is your combat strength, right? And let's say my convoy to island 2, the combat strength, let's say it's 20. Your combat strength is only 10. You're not going to be able to attack me. You're going to have to be within 5 combat strength, right? So it could be fair for each other, right? So if you have a combat strength of 15 and you decide you want to take on my convoy with a combat strength of 20, then by all means you can do that. Now, sabotage is only going to be able to take place in island 2 and 4, and there's a reason for that, and I'll explain it right here. So a sabotage is only a 1 round. So going back to that scenario, Sherry, you attack my convoy. Unless you attack me, obviously I have to defend. Let's say at the end of the combat, you inflicted more than 25% damage on my convoy. The battle is over, right? Because sabotage is only a 1-turn conflict. So once that's over, if you inflict more than 25% of damage on my convoy, you take one of my rewards crates. So if I'm in island 2 and I had 2 reward crates, you take half of my reward crates, right? So you take 1 reward crates for me. Now the difference between the PvE that we're currently doing right now and PvP is the crates, right? So right now, when you send out a convoy, you are loading it with delivery crates. On PvP, you're gonna have to load up your vehicles with your own reward crates. So if you have a reward crate for island 2, you're gonna go send a PvP convoy to island 2, you gotta load up 2 reward crates from island 2 onto your convoys, because that's what you're fighting each other for, right? You're fighting each other for reward crates. Pretty much you're sending out convoys in an attempt that somebody's either gonna attack you or you're gonna attack somebody. And then obviously you're gonna do battle and things like that. Now, that's only on the sabotage, right? Only 1 round. You have to inflict more than 25% damage on your opponent, whether you're the attacker or the defender. Whoever inflicts 25% damage on the opponent gets half the crates that opponent is carrying. Now, if the damage was less than 25%, then it is a draw. Nobody wins anything, right? That's on the sabotage, right? Hey, what's up, Gripnik? That's on the sabotage part. Now, on the ambush, once you have your tech center at level 2, and you are able to ambush folks that are out on convoys, same things. When you create your convoys for PvP, you're going to have 2 options. Option 1 is you actually attack somebody that already has a convoy out there, or option 2 is you actually send your own convoy out there in hopes that somebody's going to attack you, right? And remember, this is a turn-based type of game. So let's say, for example, I send a convoy out to island 4. My combat strength is 40. Here comes Sherry again, because he likes to pick on Mr. LT. He has a convoy strength of 45, and he's like, oh, I'm going to take on Mr. LT's convoy, and he attacks me, right? When he attacks me, he gets to play out his turn, right? And it's going to be in the roll of a dice, and that's what I was trying to show you guys a screen. As a matter of fact, while I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and post that screenshot on our Discord so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about when it comes to, I'm going to put it on a sneak peek real quick, so you guys can see what I'm talking about as far as, the roll of the dice, right? So it's based on dice roll. So you're going to get 1 die for each troop that you have on your convoy. The combat strength comes into play based on the die, the roll of the die, right? That your troop actually has. So that's one of the things that we're working on right now, right? So I'm gonna try to load up this image right here if I can find it real quick. Yeah, actually, it's a gift, so maybe it'll play out really good on Discord, so you guys kind of can see that, and you guys can take a look at that. So what happens is that, let's say, and I'm not gonna get into it because it's a lot. Island 4, you got 12 troops against 12 troops. For the sake of argument, let's say that I have 12 sherries, right? Which sherries are all a roll of 4 or less. So I have 12 dice that are going to roll, or actually Sherry has 12 sherries because he attacked me, right? I'm the defender. So he starts off the battle by attacking me. He rolled 12 dices, one for each sherry that he has on his convoy. And every single dice roll that rolls a 4 or less is actually a hit against my 12 troops, right? So obviously, remember, the troops have lifespan, right? So let's say I don't have 12 sherries, right? Let's say I have 12 commons, right? Sucks, right? Well, it wouldn't be because I have a 40 combat strength. The combat strength is based on the NFTs that you have. Anyways, the computer automatically is gonna assign the hits to your NFTs, right? And it's going to start from common all the way to mythic, right? It's going to start at the bottom, assigning those hits. So let's say now it's my turn to defend. I have two options. I could either retreat, run away, or I could go ahead and defend myself. If I retreat, Sherry automatically wins, and he takes away all 4 of my crates, right? Remember, in PvP, we're not delivering delivery crates. We're delivering actual reward crates. So my convoy was actually loaded up with 4 crates from Island 4 that I got from PvE, and so was Sherry. So if I decide to retreat, to like run away, then I forfeited the battle, right? And Sherry wins. Now, if I decide to defend, I go ahead and roll 12 dice, right? Depending on the rarities of my NFTs, the dice rolls are going to be separate. So let's say I have 4 common NFTs. Those 4 dice are going to roll first because those guys have to roll a 1 or less in order to hit one of Sherry's troops. Uncommons are going to be also 1 or less. Rares are 2. The epics are 3. The legendary is 4. The mythic is 5. And then the convoy commander is 6, right? But we're going to use a die that is 8-sided, right? So it's going to be a little bit hard to actually hit with 1, since 1 in 8 chances to hit, right? The convoy commander has a 6, so they have 6 in 8 chances, right? Because any die roll of 6 or less is actually going to benefit the convoy commander, right, to actually hit the other troops. So, Mass, you have a question. It says, so the defender doesn't win nothing? It depends. It depends, Mass. So if you attack me, you go to your turn and you attack me. Now it's my turn. I defend. On your next turn to attack, if you retreat as an attacker, as a defender, I automatically win. So there's 2 ways to win in ambush. One way is that somebody retreats. Give me 1 second. I gotta turn this TV off. I have my PlayStation pause, and I guess I had it on idle for too long. Anyway, so 2 ways to win an ambush: either the attacker destroy all the troops on the defender, or causes the most damage after the rounds are over, or the defender wins by either killing all the troops the attacker has, or by causing the most damage over the turns, or if they retreat before the battle is over, right? So it's only 3 options really to win a battle: causing the most damage at the end of at the end of all the turns, right? And we on Island 4, there's going to be 4 turns, right? So we each have 4 turns to actually play PvP. The beautiful thing is that, hey, if I play my turn, like Cherry and I, with 13 hours away difference, if I attack him right now and I play my turn, the turn is not over until Sherry logs into the game and that he defends himself or take action, right? Either defend himself or he retreats. Whenever he takes his turn, then the second turn doesn't start until me, the attacker, logs back into the game again and actually plays it out. Now, we are going to have some type of so the defender will take the crates from the attacker. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Whoever wins in the ambush, take all the crates. It's a gamble, right? You gambling. You already have 4 crates that you won on PvE. Now you're going to go play PvP to actually double your take, right? So if you won 4 crates from sending your convoy to Island 4 on PvE, now you're taking those 4 crates and you're putting on a different convoy to go out on PvP to actually go try to double your crates, right? But there's a chance that if you get sabotaged and they cause 25% damage on you, you lose half your crates, right? If you're on Island 2 or 4. Those are the only 2 islands right now that will have sabotage, right? The ambush will be open to all the islands. And on an ambush, you gambling pretty much all your crates that you put on that vehicle, right? So it's kind of like to double or nothing, right? And then if you level up your tech center to level 3, that's when the token challenge PvP will come in, right? So that PvP token challenge will We'll talk about whether we include crates with that or not. Probably will still include crates on the token challenge. But the token challenge pretty much saying, hey, I'm going to send my convoy out and I'm going to wage 100 wax, right? So I send my convoy out to Island 4. More than likely, you're going to need the crates to be able to send to Island 4, right? So I think the crates are going to have to stay. And then, but I'm gambling pretty much 100 wax. I will have the option when I send my convoy out to say, I'm wagering 100 wax, but I will accept the equivalent in Novo, in Nifty Kick, in NKFE, in Taco, in whatever, right? So any other currency, as long as it equals to 100 wax that I wage, and I select which tokens I will accept in place of wax, you can attack my convoy. If you don't have one of those tokens that I selected, then you will not be able to challenge me in the token challenge, if that makes sense. So the token challenge is pretty much the same as an ambush, but the added feature in there is that you can actually wage up to 100 wax equivalent to any other token in the marketplace, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what we're going with the PvP. So you will have 3 options, or technically 4 options when you get to the PvP hub in the map. Is that 1, you get to send your convoy out in hopes that somebody attacks you, that you're going to sabotage somebody on Island 2 or 4. You're going to 3, you're going to ambush anybody in any of the islands, as long as the combat strength is within 5 of each other. We're tweaking between 5 or 10. We're going to play around with it, test it out to see like what the RNG is. You know, if someone has up to 10 more combat strength than the opponent, but we're going to try to keep it at the combat strength. You can only attack somebody that's within 5 combat strength of your troops. So that one is an even battle, right? And then the last one, the 4th option, is to kind of do an ambush, but we're calling it the token challenge because you're actually going to have to wage a certain amount of token. We're going to have it in increments of 25, 50, 75, and 100 wax just to start off with. In the future, we might bump it up to more, but I think that's a good amount, especially if we're going to allow all the people to the person that's going to send out the convoy to select what tokens, currency they're going to accept in place of wax. If somebody doesn't have 100 wax per se, and I think that's going to be a pretty cool way to actually play PvP. So I don't know if you guys got a chance to take a look at the screen that I put on sneak peek. I guess I should have tagged everyone. Take a look at a. All right, just tag everybody on there so everybody can hopefully see that. It's a GIF. You should be able to kind of see like the die. Like I said, the dice, we're going to go with 8-sided dice though, not just 6-sided, because if we do 6-sided, then that means that the combo commander is a guaranteed hit, right? Because he's at the level 6, and anytime you roll the dice for a combo commander, even though it's only 1, right? Any roll of 6 or less is a guaranteed hit. So that's what we're going to go with an 8-sided die. So it actually has 1 through 8. So it kind of makes the RNG a little bit better, but still 6 out of 8 chances for the combo commander to hit. I think it's actually pretty good. Pretty good. So that's kind of where we're going with the PvP, and we're going to start working. Actually, Victor already started, his team already started working on that. We're hoping to have that ready before the end of the year. So that should be a pretty nice release before the year end and before we actually take on full on the development of the Mech Wars. So I think that'll be huge. So any questions from the small group here before I share my screen, the other screen, to actually talk about the tech center, and I can show you guys how the tech center looks and how that's actually going to work. So I'm excited about the tech center, to be honest with you. I am really excited about it. Any questions at all from you guys? Matt says, can't wait. Yeah, man. I'm excited too, man. I'm excited too. I'm actually going to be definitely rolling out some convoys for you guys to attack on PvP. So there's actually more people out there to attack, right? So definitely very excited about that, to be honest with you. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully it works this time. I know the other one I was trying to share like a screenshot. So let me see if this will work now so I can share with you guys the test net. so we can actually so you guys can see what the text center functionality looks like. I think you guys definitely can see that now because I can see it on my screen. So I guess give it a little bit to see if you guys can see it. All right, can you guys see my screen now? All right, awesome, awesome. So as you can see my screen, let me see if I can actually zoom in a little bit. So this is obviously the text center here. As you can see, a ton of tokens needed for upgrade. There's a reason for that. There's a big reason for that. I believe that I already added this to the white paper. I could be wrong, but I want to say that I have added the text center functionality to the white paper already. Somebody here can correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say that I did add the text center functionality to the white paper already. And I'm going to check real quick before I start talking about it. But I want to say that I did add that to the white paper already. Give me one quick second here so I could take a look. But I think it is. I think the text center functionality has already been added to the white paper. Yep, text center functionality is there. Oh, is it? Yep, it is. It is. So it shows you kind of pretty much all the boosts that you're going to have with the different technology. The only technology that's not there is the PvP, the PvP wing, but it's going to be added to it. That's the last piece that we need to add to the tech center, but it will be added soon. But anyhow, with that said, let's talk a little bit about what this looks like right on the tech center. So let me see. Did I lose my screen now? Man, why do I keep losing my screen here? For whatever reason, I can't even find this this screen right now. That's what happens when you don't have Frank, right? Yep, that's what happens when you don't have Frank doing things with you. Give me a quick second, guys. Here, I had the PvP on my other screen right here, but for whatever reason, it's not populating right now. I know you guys can see it on the screen, but I can't see it. Let me go ahead and remove that and try to do it again to see if I can actually see it. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on, where do you go, man? Where do you go? Why is this not working for me? Yeah, for a reason, I'm gonna have to disconnect my other screen to see if I can find it here because there we go. Now I can see it. Let me I had to disconnect my other screen, so now I have to put it back on Streamlabs so you guys can see it again. All right, you guys should be able to see it now, right? You guys should be able to see the tech center. All right, so anyhow, so well, did I add it? Oh, it's loading. Okay, now you guys can see it. Yeah, Frank is great for sure, man. I miss Frank, but I know he's super busy, you know, with life and work and Nova Pangea as well. So, but anyhow, so we have the tech center, ton of tokens that you need to upgrade, but it is amazing. So without upgrading this to the next level, which I will, again, this is just a test net right now. You can actually go to the wings and you can see the wings that are available, right? So you got your machine production, right? You have your Chronicle claim boost. You have your convoy delivery reduced time in minutes. You have your craft cost reduced, and then you have your troop lifespan, right? So the troop lifespan for me is one of my favorite because what this is going to do is it's actually going to increase the lifespan both for Sergeant Metber and Corporal Sherry, right? They're going to have added troops, right? So obviously, I only have a level 1 tech center right now, so the maximum that I can stake is actually 400,000 NKFE. Now, the way that this works is if you guys take a look at the white paper, right? And I don't know, but actually, let me do this. Let me actually pull the white paper up so we can actually read it together here real quick. So so we can go through it together so you guys can understand how this is going to work, right? So according to the white paper and what I put on there, you're going to see that the tech center is actually going to give you boost depending on the amount of NKFE that you actually stake to the tech center, right? So the tech center right here, so it says manufacturing research, right? So this is where your machine production. So if you stake just 100 NKFE, your machine production is going to go up by 1%. Obviously, if you stake up to so it's 1% per 100,000. So if you stake 400,000, your machine production is going to go up by 4%, right? So for example, here if I stake 100,000 NKFE, right? If I deposit that, so actually, so first of all, I got ahead of myself. I got to open the wing first. Wing has to be open first, right? So you have four the wings that are available. The cost to open each wing is 100,000 NKFE, right? So first I have to open the wing, and that's what I want to do. So I got to open the wing. Let me go ahead and sign that real quick, and let me go back to that. So I opened the wing successfully, right? So now I'm going to go to my wing, and now this wing is open. It tells you wing is now open, right? So wing is open. So now I'm going to go ahead and stake the 100,000 NKFE. I'm going to deposit that. So now that's already, that once that takes effect, all my machines are now going to be able to produce 1% more on every minute, right? That they pretty much 1% overall, all my machines. So it's not just the one machines, it's to all my machines. Hey, Hoops, how's it going, man? So they're going to be able to do that, right? So let's go ahead and stake it that real quick. Let's go ahead and sign that. I just want to see a change in there as well. That it says that it's 100,000 NKFE. So boom, that's already staked there, right? Total stake. So I have that on there. Now, obviously, if I want to maximize and just put 400,000 NK, well, actually, I can only do 300,000 more because I already have 100,000, right? So I'm going to go ahead and deposit that. I'm going to go ahead and stake that NKFE. I'm going to go ahead and sign that. And now that's going to be at the top level right now, right? So you have to see that there's obviously don't worry about this. It's not that many days, but we're going to have a 30-day on stake release, right? So once you stake NKFE, you cannot on stake for 30 days, right? So right now, this is actually completely done. I'm going to ask Victor to go ahead and put that comma as well here on total stake, because I think that's necessary for there. Will we get some APR for staking NKFE? Matt, that's something that we're talking about, that if you maximize at each level, there's going to be some type of APR as well. That's going to be a kickback for you guys. We're discussing that right now. That's not it's not finalized yet, because right now you will be getting perks for, obviously staking all that NKFE. So we haven't decided that as well. So, but that's something that we actually are discussing right now, right? So once I stake 400,000 NKFE into this wing, so now all my machines are producing 4% at a 4% more level, right? So they have a 4% boost in production. The same thing for the Chronicles, right? The Chronicles also have a boost. So we go back to the white paper here. You have your knowledge, right? So if you have a knowledge center, so if you actually do the knowledge is actually going to increase a level, a tier 1 technology center. You have 400,000 NKFE. That's going to be a total pretty much. So we're looking at 4% per 100,000. So you're looking at 16% increase in your knowledge production, right? So they'll be producing that much. Then if you go to level tier 3 of the technology center, that's a lot, because that's 12% per 100,000 NKFE that you actually have stake. So this is going to be is there a reward for NKFE on Taco? Yes, there is. There's a lot of rewards for NKFE pool on Taco for sure. So the technology sentiment is going to be huge, because you're getting perks per each 100,000 NKFE that you actually stake into the technology center, right? So the key here is, again, you don't have to open every wing. As you saw, I just opened the machine production wing. That's the only thing I obviously will definitely probably do the technology. So let's go ahead and open that up real quick, because that's something that I definitely will want to open up, just because I know I want to get more knowledge out of my Chronicles. So I'm probably going to go ahead and get that boosted all the way 100%. So that way I'm actually getting a lot more a lot more. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to ask him to add what percentage increase you actually getting here. I think it's important for you to know here. Am I right? It'll be nice to see here what is the somewhere here should say boost, right? I know it's on the white paper, but it'll be nice for you to see what is the percentage boost that you get him depending on the amount of NKFE that you actually have stake right here, which is missing from here. So I think that is definitely something that we need to add on this screen as well. So again, you have the convoy delivery reduction in minutes. I believe it's like 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Let me see. Military tactics. So 15 minutes. So you actually have for every 100,000 NKFE that you stake, you reducing your convoy by 15 minutes. At tier 3, you'll be reducing the convoy by 45 minutes for each 100,000 NKFE that you actually deposit. So that means that your convoys are going to be able to be sent out a lot faster than before. I think the total, if you have level 3, I think it's maybe like 8 or 9 hours time reduction for if you have the tech center at tier 3 and you have the total amount of NKFE stake into that. So I have like half a mil NKFE in game somehow. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So you'll be able to stake to actually open up some wings and start staking your NKFE in the tech center to actually take advantage of these perks. I think right now for me that's what's missing here, right? I get it. I have 400,000 NKFE stake to the wing, the machine production, the benefit for the machine production, right? I get that, but it's not telling me what the percentage is, right? I think that we need to put in here what's the total percentage boost that you're getting by having 400,000 NKFE. Same thing for the Chronicles. So right now, the Chronicles for me should be 16% boost because I have 400,000 NKFE stake to the Chronicle claim boost to that wing. So I think it should also be on there as well. And then same thing for the delivery convoy, right? So if I had 400,000 stake, if I open up that wing, right, which we can, let's open it. It's just testing it right now anyways, right? All that stuff is play money. So since I opened the convoy delivery and I go ahead and stake 400,000 NKFE on there, that's actually going to give me 45 minutes of convoy reduction because it's 15 minutes per 100,000 NKFE stake. So each of my convoys that I send out will now be reduced by 45 minutes, which I think is pretty good. It's not that bad at all. Any questions at all from you guys, or any enhancements that we think that we should add to this interface right here? Like I said, just a tap of the just looking at it, like right now, that convoy should say that I have 45-minute reduction for each convoy, right? It should be displayed right here based on the amount that I have staked. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What else we can add to this to make it a little more user-friendly and to make it more visible? So anything at all? Yeah, Hoops. This is gonna be Hoops. I'm gonna send you a DM after this. I promise you. That project that you talked to me about that you have, we got to get that implemented, man. In NiftyKicks, we need to talk, man. We definitely need to talk. Can they increase show production too? What do you mean? 5x. What do you mean? Yeah, Matt. You know, we talked about that. We talked about our APR for staking. The only reason why we're not even launching that when we launch the tech center is because the perks that you're getting. Because remember, this is your NKFE. It's going to be sitting there. Two things you got to look at. One of the main reasons why we're doing this. One, we want to keep people from dumping NKFE, right? We want people to actually be saving the NKFE by staking into this, but you ripping a lot of benefits by staking your NKFE. Even though you kind of staking it there and you're not using it, I mean, you could withdraw it after 30 days after you stake it. But the perks that you're getting from staking NKFE is already pretty big. What we didn't want to do is print new NKFE, right? We don't want to do that as a game. I don't want to print new NKFE. The NKFE that's printed for the game is coming strictly from the kicks, right? Strictly from the kicks. So we are throwing ideas out as to like, is there going to be like any type of maybe like monthly airdrops for certain level staking that we can do that is not NKFE? Maybe we threw some stuff around that, but we don't want to print new NKFE, if that makes sense. Like we don't want to. We don't want to. Now we get it from, maybe we do get it from what you guys are burning anyways on the because we're burning 100% for the most, actually probably all of it, except for with the little bit that goes to the executives, but everything else being burned on everything you guys are crafting, everything you guys are paying when you deliver your convoys, all that stuff is strictly getting burned. So there's a lot of burning on NKFE that's happening right now. And again, the last thing we want to do is print NKFE as a form of APR for you staking your NKFE here for a perk that you're getting in game already. But it's not, I'm not saying it's not doable. Trust me, we've discussed it. We've thrown many different ideas on the table, right? On how we can do it to give you even more reward for staking NKFE. And that one of the reasons why we made the perks as good as they are is for that reason, because we wanted you guys to get a lot of benefits from not only opening the wings and buying the tech center and opening the wings, but also by actually, upgrading the tech center, right? Which obviously, as you can see, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. It's easy because, I mean, like I said, it's play stuff. So I'm going to upgrade this tech center to level 2 right now. And let's see, you guys should see the change. So that's the tech center level 2 image right there, which is pretty cool. Now, if I go back to the wings, right, now that that's actually leveled up to level 2, if I go back to the wings, now you can see that I could stake another 400,000 NKFE for machine production. I can stake another 400,000 for the Chronicle boost, and I can stake another 400,000 for the NKFE. Now, remember what I said, right? That at level 2 it increases. Even if I leave it at 400,000 NKFE right there without staking anything else, remember, now this is a level 2 tech center, right? So a level 2 tech center, every 100,000 NKFE for the machines is giving me 2%. So now I went from 4% boost production on the machines to 8%, right? Same thing with the knowledge, right? I went from getting 16 because I have 400,000, right? I went from getting a 16% boost on my knowledge production. So now I have a what? 32% boost on my knowledge production, right? And then for the convoy, I went from getting 45 minutes on each convoy reduction to now getting a 2-hour reduction on each convoy, just because I leveled up the tech center to level 2, and I just kept my my staking on the tech center just at the 400,000 level, right? So to me, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool feature. So that's what I'm talking about. That maybe here on this screen that says wings available. Definitely got to put the name of the wings on there. I get the benefits there, but we're missing the name of the wing. I think that should go on there as well. And then also we should put maybe to the right here on top of like stake NKFE. I think that we should actually put down what the perk is, right? What are you getting, right? Because right now it says benefit machine production, but I just went to level 2. Level 1 should have been a 4% production increase right here. Something that says 4% boost. Now that I'm on level 2, it should say 8% boost. And maybe it shouldn't say 8%, correct, 8% because it's 2 per. So it should say the total boost right here. Same thing with the Chronicle, right? It should say 32% boost. And then for the combo, it should say 2-hour reduction because now I'm on level 2 and I get 30-minute reduction per 100,000 NKFE. So that means that if I increase my stake here to 800,000 NKFE for convoy delivery, my convoy reduction is going to be 4 hours. So my convoys are going to run 4 hours faster than they did in the past, right? So to me, I think the perks are amazing, and I think this is definitely going to be a good way to actually get that, even for the troops, right? For those of you guys that get lucky and unearth, unpack those mythics, right? So the clone technology tells you right here. So for every 100,000 NKFE at level 1, you get 1 extra lifespan on both the Corporal Sherry and the Sergeant Metber, right? If you are tier 3 and you have 1,200 NKFE, 1.2 million NKFE stake, you're talking about 3 times 12, right? That's 36 extra lifespan on your mythic and your corporal sherry, right? So your Sergeant Merber and corporal sherry. This might be like, that's not, it's okay. But when you start doing PvP and you're fighting on island 4, island 8, when it's almost going to the to the death, if you have a corporal sherry with 32 extra lifespan, who you think is going to win that battle? Or you have a Sergeant Merber with, 36 with their extra 36 lifespan. Because remember, the battle is going to be determined in 3 ways, right? Somebody retreats, you kill everybody's troops, or the round is over, right? And whoever caused the most damage, whoever has the most lifespan left at the end of that battle is going to win. So I think this perk right here, the clone technology, for those 2 troops are going to be definitely very, 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 very beneficial. So, but yeah, Hoops, to your point, yeah, the perks kind of are like getting an APR. So absolutely, man, absolutely. Anyhow, guys, any other questions on this? I'm excited for this. We will be releasing this next week. Again, we're testing it out. So you can see everything is running very, very smooth. There's no bugs or anything like that. As you can see, the cost to go to level 3 is immense. But I think it's a good requirement because the perks are just, almost like God mode, if you ask me. So you have to grind to actually get this tech center up to level 3, because to me, at tech center level, even level 1 is game changing. Level 3 is life changing in this game. So it's gonna take a lot for people to actually be able to get a tech center to level 3. But hey, you're gonna have to strategize, right? What's better, to open up the convoy wing and send convoys a lot faster? Do you want to increase production in your machines? Do you need to increase production in the knowledge, right? Because you want to be able to upgrade everything to level 9, right? And you can't do that without the knowledge. So a little bit of strategy is going to come into play as to which wings you're going to open first, which wings you're going to stake your NKFE to. So there's going to be a little bit of strategy that's going to come into play. So I think the tech center is going to be a great addition to the game, and I think it's gonna set the stage up for PvP, as I said earlier. And then when we release PvP, hopefully, I'm hoping to be able to do it by the end of this year. That's going to open up, the first quarter, just do maintenance in NKFE. We're going to start once PvP is open, we're going to start some campaigns and this is how the campaigns are going to work. And you guys, those of you here that are here first, are going to hear first. So we're going to probably start our campaign once the tech center is launched, where you might have to deliver specific kicks, right? You're going to have to, I will say, unpack specific kicks, and you're going to have to pretty much complete specific collections to be able to earn wax and things like that in the game. So the leaderboards will kind of change a little bit. I will still keep some of the leaderboards the way they are, because I like to track all the things that you guys are doing. But I definitely think that the campaigns are going to have to be more specific to, how many convoys battles have you won? And and that will be probably like the campaign for a month or a couple of weeks. And then top place will get this, and maybe we reward top 10 places with wax and things like that. And also we will do probably specific collection, right? You will have to unpack, and we'll have to actually look at it that the crate that you open, when was that crate won, right? It has to be a crate that came directly from the game, because you run a convoy during that time frame. But for example, we probably put that you have to deliver one of each rarity of a specific kick, right? And I know that's very random, and that's going to be very hard to do, but I think it's an even level playing field, because whether you are a whale or you are a guppy that you're just sending stuff to Island 1, if you get lucky enough and you get that specific shoe design, right, and you deliver that specific shoe design in all the rarities, then that determines who the winner is. So we are talking about different campaigns that we're going to do to start rewarding people with wax and things like that, to attract more people to start coming to play the game. So that's all I have, guys. But before we leave, let me see how many people that we have on chat right now. How many people that we have right now? 7. Right, 7. So do me a favor, and all 7 of you, go ahead and DM me your WEM right now, and I will send you a mythic crate for you to open, and hopefully you get that mythic kick. Or unless you want me to open the live right here, I can do that. But for right now, just send me a DM with your wham. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and send you a mythic box so that you can open up on your own. Or if you want me to open it now, just say, hey, Mr. LT, Carlos, whatever, just open it right now live. And I can do that as well. Your choice. Your choice what you guys want to do. All right, so 5X live will be cool. So 5X, DM me your wham anyways, just in case. Hoop says I want to open live, right? So 5X spoke first. So let me go ahead and share my screen again, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up your boxes first. That's what we'll do then. Anybody else? Matt says open now. You get box number 3. Sounds good. That's how we're gonna play it like that to make it simple. So let me go ahead and share my screen again then, and let's go ahead and do the let me see. Let's go to Nifty blocks. Oh man, you guys are gonna see what I was working on right now. So I was working on this real quick. I was definitely working on this. You know, guys, for whatever reason, my computer's not communicating with me right now. Today is just one of those times. Like my computer really just froze. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me at least? Yeah, I don't know, man. My screens just froze. I can't do absolutely nothing. I can't even close anything out. You guys can still probably see me. You can probably still hear me. You obviously looking at my screen, but I can even select Streamlabs right now. I don't know what happened to my computer, but it just decided to not cooperate with me right now. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear me. Can you guys see my screen still? Yeah, but I can't do nothing. I can't do anything at all on my screens. Nothing at all. My screens just all froze up for me. So let me see. Did it work this time? Did it finally stop thinking? No, I can't do anything. I can't click on absolutely anything on Chrome. Chrome decided to take a dump on me, guys. So I know it froze on Mech Wars. I know I was working on it, loading up the new logo for Mech Wars right now because I was just talking to the artist and looking at all the different mechs and all the different exoskeleton that he's already put together. So we are almost done with all the art. So that's amazing. I feel good about it, but it's not. Let me try to do that real quick, guys. Yeah, but if I do that, it's gonna take away the StreamYard. I'm gonna lose you guys. So before I do lose you guys, I know there's 7 of you on here. Please DM me your whams. I will try to get this reset, and if I can, great. If I cannot, then I will at least send you guys your crates. Not your crates, but your boxes, so you guys can open them. We'll definitely will have love to open them live, but I don't know what's going on. This definitely never happens with Max. This is the first time that's ever happened to me. This is actually very weird. Let's see here. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, it's not working, guys. Please don't forget to DM me. DM me Discord, please. Discord. DM me on Discord. And I'll send you guys your box and say, guys, thanks for joining me, and I'm sorry about this. Again, that's why I love when Franklin does this, but my computer just, I don't know why, it just froze on me. I can't do nothing at all. I'm surprised that it's still streaming, but my Chrome is actually, I don't want to hit quit because if I quit, I'm going to lose you guys. So I am going to have to do that so I can try to fix this, guys. But again, thank you for joining me, and send me your whams or your wallets, and I'll go ahead and send you those boxes, man. Thanks a lot. Looking forward to this tech center next week, guys. Thanks. Looks like I can't even quit. I'm gonna have to stay on stream for hours on end. This is hilarious. Jesus. I have to restart the whole computer, man. See you guys. Hey, Hoops, I'll hit you up on Discord, man. Oh man, this is amazing. Computer won't even start. I'm gonna have to turn it off. Is everyone still on, or everybody got off? This was insane. I restarted. I forget this is a web-based thing. So yeah. So since I restarted the computer, it didn't matter. I was still online, so I was still streaming. So this is pretty crazy. Hey, you learn everything new. So all right, sounds good. So I don't know if is 5X still on. Is 5X still on? I know he had the first box. I go ahead and open up his first box if he's still on. If not, I'll send it to him. Who else? I know Hoops was number 2, right? And I think Max was the 3rd to open box. So, and I know I still only have, well, I used to have 7 of you guys, so a few people left. So what I'll do, since everybody left, from what you left, I'll go ahead and send the boxes out. Please just DM me, and I'll go ahead and send you the boxes. If you guys do open up a Mythic, which I hope all of you do, just share that with us on the server, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get off, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you again for coming, and I'll see you guys soon. And I might stream again this weekend if we make those changes to the tech center before the weekend is over. If not, I'll see you guys next week, man. Thanks.